Welcome back, darlings. It's your sassy trainer, Miko, and we're pivoting straight from our last module on Zapier MCP and SDK right into fixing what we all know is secretly keeping you awake at night. Yes, I'm talking about your messy, completely broken spreadsheets. Your aspiring virtual staff members, right? Future operations gurus. So you absolutely cannot be out here managing client data like it's the dark ages. Today, we're upgrading you. We're diving into a step-by-step explainer on a tool that's going to literally revolutionize how you store and move data.
Here's today's syllabus for my future automation stars. 1. Meet your automated database. 2. Import and duplicate structures. 3. Trigger zaps from views. 4. Mastering linked records. And 5. AI fields and free tasks. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. Meet your automated database. Beyond the spreadsheet.
Okay, first things first, we need to completely redefine what you're actually working with here, because this is definitely not your basic grid of numbers. Look, if you hear the word table and instantly think of those fragile spreadsheets that just crash the second they get too full, go ahead and wipe that from your memory right now. Let's look at the reality of why you're constantly putting out fires. A standard spreadsheet is incredibly fragile. It breaks the second someone sneezes on a column name or, when a client with clumsy fingers accidentally overwrites that complex formula you literally spent 3 hours building. If you have an automation looking for a column called lead name and your client casually changes it to first name on a Tuesday morning, boom, the entire pipeline shatters, everything stops. But Zapier Tables, it's a resilient automated database backbone. It's built specifically with automation in mind. Your workflows and data are actually communicating in real time, meaning they're absolute best friends, shielding you from those tedious data entry disasters.
Inside Zapier Tables, you get these visual indicators of exactly which fields power your automations. You can literally see the zaps connected to your fields front and center. So if you change a column name, Zapier knows. It doesn't break your zap because the tool recognizes the underlying connection, not just a fragile text label. No more accidental workflow disasters when you are a client update a header. It brilliantly honors our core motto: your zaps don't break.
Now, I can already hear you asking, Miko, can I import data from a CSV, or do I really have to type this all manually? Honey, please. Of course, you can easily upload a CSV to get started. You can import all your existing data seamlessly. And for those of you dealing with massive client lists or expanding empires, this powerhouse can hold up to 500,000 records per table. It is incredibly ready for serious scale.
Section 2. Imports and duplicate structures, scaling like a pro. Speaking of scale, let's talk about duplicating your genius setups for new clients without bringing over all the old cluttered data. When you build the perfect system, you obviously want to reuse it, right? Say you built a brilliant table for a retail client, complete with order tracking fields, statuses, all their customer details. Suddenly, they open a second store and need the exact same setup. You absolutely do not want to copy over store number 1's actual customer orders into the new system. So, step by step, it's this simple in layman's terms. Step 1, click the table name from the top left corner drop-down menu. Step 2, select Duplicate. Step 3, give it a new name and click Create. Zapier immediately spins up a brand new table with all of your beautifully configured fields, but leaves the old data behind. It takes exactly 3 clicks to duplicate the structure flawlessly. You look like a total magician, and it took you 10 seconds.
Section 3. Trigger zaps from views. The VIP section.
Now for the real power moves. We're going to teach your database to only take action when specific conditions are met. This is where you completely stop babysitting your data and let the system do the routing for you. Let's define what a view actually is. Think of a view as an exclusive VIP section guarded by a very strict filter. Say you have a single table catching hundreds of marketing leads. You can add a filter that explicitly says priority must be exactly high and save that as a view. Now, only the right records get past the velvet rope to enter the specific VIP section.
Look at how we actually put that VIP section to work in the real world. Every time a new record enters that specific view, it triggers the zap automatically. For lead management, the second a lead enters that high priority view, a zap fires off, creating a person in your CRM and alerting your sales team on Slack. For task management, you could have a view for tasks marked ready for review. The exact moment a task enters that view, it instantly pings the assigned reviewer. Or what about client onboarding? Create a view for payment received, and the second a client lands in that view, a zap triggers your entire onboarding workflow. It keeps absolutely everything ruthlessly organized, and you didn't have to drag and drop a single row.
Section 4. Mastering linked records. No more double data entry. Let's move on to building a rock-solid data foundation. We're going to permanently eliminate your double data entry by making your tables talk to each other through linked records.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had to update a client's email address or phone number in 5 different spreadsheets tabs just praying you didn't miss one? Imagine having a list of hit songs without knowing the artists, or a list of leads without their company information attached. Having separate, disconnected lists is a confusing mess that we are officially leaving in the past. Linked records allow you to connect 2 separate tables together, syncing related information dynamically so they essentially act as a single source of truth. Step by step, here's exactly how you do it. Say you have 2 tables, companies and leads. Go into your leads table and add a new field. Choose linked record as the field type and point it to your company's table. Now here is the absolute magic. Zapier Tables automatically builds a dropdown for you the exact second you link the tables. You can click exactly which company each lead belongs to right from that dynamic dropdown menu. So the crucial takeaway is this. If a client's company changes its name, you don't have to hunt down and update 50 different leads. You just fix the company name in the central companies table just once, and it automatically updates across every single lead associated with them. 0 double data entry, just pure efficiency.
Section 5. AI fields and free tasks, the ultimate mic drop. Let's finish strong. This is where you become utterly invaluable to whoever hires you. We're going to have AI do your tedious busy work, and we're going to save your client's budget at the exact same time. Imagine your boss tells you to research 50 new company leads. They want you to find their estimated revenue, look up their recent news, and summarize it for a briefing. Are you really going to hit Command-C, Command-V for 6 straight hours? No, darling, there is a vastly better way. You literally just paste the company domain into your Zapier table. First, you set up a Zap so that when a new record comes in, it automatically uses Clearbit to find the company data, like employee count and revenue, and updates the table. Second, that same Zap queries a news API using the company name to find their most recent public articles. Third, it sends those articles over to OpenAI, basically ChatGPT, asking it to read and summarize the top 3 pieces of news, and then it dumps that neat little text summary right back into your table row. It is 100% automated company enrichment. You just paste a website link, walk away to grab an iced coffee, and the table essentially fills itself with customized AI research.
And now for my absolute favorite number in the entire world. Take a very good look. This is exactly how many Zapier tasks it costs to move data into this tool. 0, nada, zilch. Let me break this down so you fully grasp the financial value here. Normally, taking a Facebook lead and adding it as a new row in an external spreadsheet costs you a paid Zapier task. But because Tables is Zapier's native automated database, funneling data into it is completely free. You want to route 1,000 leads a day into your table? Free. Want to add a formatting step that multiplies a lead score based on their industry? Completely free. What about natively running a calculation to automatically count the exact number of days since your last contact with a client? Native formatting and calculations are entirely free. You literally create an operational, living source of truth without spending a single dime of your monthly task quota. So, my future automation stars, I leave you with this question. Are you going to keep endlessly copying and pasting data, constantly fixing broken spreadsheets every single time a client gets creative and changes a column header like it's 2015? Or are you ready to step up, use linked records, AI fields, and dynamic views, and finally let the database do the heavy lifting? The choice is absolutely yours, darlings. Take these steps, go out there, and build something brilliant.